Hey, welcome back. Hope everybody is having a great Wednesday. And thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today, guys, as you can see, I have the Target exclusive Stranger Things Master Universe 2-pack, the other half of this little small crossover event that for Netflix. Of course, months ago, we got that Skeletor Demogorgon version of the same in that same universe, and I do have that version right here, right next to HeMan. There's that Skeletor and Demogorgon, which I did unbox on the channel, and I hope you will, check it out on the channel. Okay. Of course, this is going to be a review only of HeMan and Vecna. I'm not going to unbox it. I'm not going to even semi-unbox this figure right now, and I'll tell you why at the end of the video. Now, of course, if you are new to my channel or first time watching, I hope you will subscribe afterwards. I hope you'll hit that like button, and thank you so much for doing that. Hit that notification bell when you know I upload new videos, and please share this video who has a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe. Without further ado, let's take a look at the new HeMan Vecna Origins 2-pack. All right, of course, this is a Target exclusive. All right. Right. Now, of course, this packaging is very unique, very different, very cool. Just like the Skeletor Demogorgon version. The packaging is very, very unique. Now, of course, we've seen our fair share of He-Man, so I'm going to start the video with the look at Vecna first. So we flip the figure around. There we go. So here we go. So, of course, you have Vecna here, and a very different, first of all, brand new face sculpt, right, for the figure here. I'm trying to think of if there's any figure in the Origins line that has a similar face sculpt and look. So I don't think that's the case. So a brand new face sculpt. Now the body, okay, now he's got a very purplish tone to it. Now the body kind of shares and mimics the Mossman from the Turtles of Grayskull line. And I do have that version of Mossman here, including like the shoulders right there, which is like the same with Mossman. Of course, like Mossman, he's got these really cool tentacles in the back with the figure. Brand new chest armor here. It looks like a crab or like a spider. All right. And first, this is supposed to be the Staff of Time, and it looks like a grandfather clock with some flames around it. So a very brand new weapon for him. Mimics, of course, the Origins body, but very cool. All right, got the Stranger Things logo here. All right, of course, to get the same type of vibe and feel of that same package that the Skeletor version did with their artwork right here for the Stranger Things look with the upside down. Of course, this is the main bad guy on the show that was just announced on the show, part of season 4, I believe. Very cool, very, very cool. I love the face sculpt. I love the color. The color is very unique. It's got a more of a violet, a very purplish violet look and tone to it for him. And like I said, a very different different tone or look of the weapon. A brand new weapon, some brand new armor, a brand new face sculpt. All in all, pretty much a brand new figure in the Origins line. Yes, it does, mimic some of the other parts of Mossman that we saw in the Turtles of Grayskull with the tentacles right there. All right. Now flipping around the side, you see a beautiful, beautiful shot of Vecna, full-on Vecna. I hope I'm saying his name right, by the way. Artwork right here. So there he is. Of course, he's the main bad guy right here. Once again, I got to give it to hands to Mattel and their art department. Beautifully done, amazing. All right, now flipping around the back, which I have to bring back around. You see some more beautiful artwork right there of He-Man taking on Vecna in the upside down, with Grayskull in the background. You got Battle Cat right there taking on. It looks like almost like a different version of the Demogorgon. Of course, a little bio here, the upside down Eternia. He-Man discovers how to return Eternia from the upside down. He must defeat Vecna himself in this decaying world. However, Vecna is more powerful than the power of Grayskull itself. But very cool, beautiful artwork, like very warm. It's like very hot, very like warm, you know, gorgeous artwork. I gotta say, of the Upside Down, they've done an amazing job with the artwork right there, and it looks like He-Man is not doing so well in a way. If the art right there, it looks like he's kind of like almost like sick, like I'm feeling very worn down and sick in a way, and a very different take on He-Man in a way. Different armor, not different armor, but different shield, and which we'll look at the figure here in a second. Of course, his power sword and the Staff of Time right there. And there's both versions of these two iconic figures, at least He-Man, and there's Vecna as well. All right, flip it back around to this side, which we'll see a nice glamour shot of He-Man right there. Now, I gotta say, when I got my packaging, I don't know why they did this, and I hope it's not happening everywhere with Target. But for some reason, I don't know who did it and whose idea was it, but they put a giant barcode sticker right here on He-Man's face. It was gigantic. It was like this big, which I had to remove. You probably can tell, you know, some of the art is kind of like deformed by it because of that sticker, that barcode sticker. So I hope that's not the case and not doing that for every figure in this box right here. So I hope you don't get that, but don't be surprised that it will happen, which I don't like. They could have put it anywhere else on the bottom of the packaging, which would probably be the best to do. But putting it in front of He-Man's face right there, I did not like that. I didn't care for that at all. But there he is. There's old He-Man right there. A very different take on the shield right here. This like demon face on the shield. Battle axe in hand. You got Grayskull once again. Beautiful artwork. You know, of course, he kind of ruined it with that barcode sticker. But of course, like I said, once I get my second version of this He-Man pack, I will probably most likely unbox this version. I hope. But time will tell. And I do hope that history does not repeat itself. And I'll tell you what I mean about that with this line up here. Beautiful artwork. Now flip it back around to the front. And here he is, old He-Man himself. You know, the champion of Eternia. Now, like Skeletor, I got to say one thing. Origins has always been known for being very bright in their figures. But for He-Man and Skeletor, they have taken a much more dull approach in the color scheme of the figures here. Almost like an 80s vibe in a way I'm seeing with He-Man and Skeletor, which I love. You can see, I mean, the face, typical He-Man face, but it looks amazing. You can see these brown patches around him, a more darker shading in the body of He-Man, and almost similar with Skeletor. Very dull, very, dull down, amazing. Like I said, giving me that more of that 80s vibe of the vintage line of Masters of the Universe, which I love. Same type of like armor we've seen. We got the power sword right there. Battle axe as well. And this very different take on the shield, which is very unique, very different. I don't know if memory serves me right. I don't think there's a comic that comes with this, or any type of like cardboard, anything. I don't see anything in the back. It's just what you see, what you get right here, which is kind of a letdown. I really wish they would have given us some sort of like crossover comic book with this line here, this very small crossover event, to explain to us why the shield right here is got this demon face on it, which is very cool. Now, if they would have changed, they changed the shield, which is amazing, but they didn't do anything else with the sword and the battle axe, and I think that's a misstep in my opinion. They should have given us some really cool effects, like the power of lightning, that you could stick on the power sword, or something very different on the battle axe, like they did with the shield. And I think that's a major misstep to me. Now, if you've been collecting this line for so many years, you can always use that power effect. If you remember the Battle Armored He-Man deluxe version that came out years ago, that had that really cool effect that you can plug in the power sword. You can use that. I mean, it's Origins. Like, I've said it before, and I'll keep saying it. You can customize these figures to however you wish. to create your, your version of He-Man. Weapons is no different. There's so many different. I think there is a lightning effect, I believe, at some point that He-Man had. I think I'm trying to remember. There's been so many different versions of He-Man, but I do remember because I've seen it right now. If you have that battle armored version of He-Man, the deluxe version, he came with that very cool effect for the power sword. You can use that. But the fact that they did not give us that with this crossover event is a little bit of a letdown. They went out their way to give us a very cool shield. They could have done something different with the power sword and the battle axe. But the tone of He-Man, the skin tone, is amazing. I love it. It's very dull. I'm getting that 80s vibe with that version of He-Man. Very cool. Right there. Amazing. Now, to get into why I'm not going to unbox this thing right now, or at least semi-unbox this figure right now, or figures, is that the fact that I'm very lucky right now to have at least this in my hands right now. As you know, this was a Target pre-order, online pre-order, and I do hope that, it sold out very quickly, very fast, and I hope, you watching this, you were able to, at least get one in your collection for now. It is a Target exclusive. Unfortunately, I was not able to pre-order it in time, but of course, and this is what I do this all the time. I'm sure you do this well. Show interest. There's that little heart, little button you can click on for any figure that you're interested in getting. I did that, and I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. On the Target app, and when I was looking through all the other Master Universe figures, they had on the app, it popped up, notification popped up that, if you're still interested in this figure, and another figure I'm going to talk about, later here at the end of the video, if you're still interested in the video of this figure, we have more available. And so I was at the right place. Of course, I went in, I bought the first one, and I went back, and of course, it sold out again. So I was very happy and very fortunate to get this figure. That it took a month behind. It was back ordered, and it took a while to get to me. But I do hope that, as filming this, you've been able to find one for your collection, maybe two. And of course, like I said, once I do get my second version, I will do a full unboxing with you guys to give you my full thoughts of these figures on the channel, and hopefully by then you can, let me know in the comments below your thoughts and feelings of these figures. I like it. I love it. I love the tone. Also, the thing is that reason why is that if you remember, and I, when I say about history repeating itself, that if you remember on the channel, okay, it took months. I mean, seriously, not like weeks. It took about 3 to 4, 5 months. I'm serious, to get this Debbie Gorgon Skeletor 2-pack at my local Target. I went to Target on like almost an everyday basis looking for this figure, and to the point where I had to buy my second figure online on eBay. I tried the app, I tried the Target, .com, nowhere. I could not find it anywhere. And the funny thing about this, and that's how life is, seriously, I'm not joking. I did the unboxing with you guys, I did the review with you guys, and I swear to you, the next day, guess what happened? I go to Target, and they're still there. There was like 5 of these Skeletors and Debbie Gorgons on the pegs, right there, right in front of me. It was just like, what? Okay, but that's how sometimes life is. You roll the dice and you just get what you get. But I do hope that it's not going to be the same way with He-Man Vecna 2-pack, exclusive. I do hope at some point very soon, because it's Christmas coming up very soon. I do hope that, this will be at Target very soon. Of course, I've been going to Target on an everyday basis, like Skeletor and the Debbie Gorgon, and just sticking my head in there and just looking. Nothing yet, but I do hope that, I don't have to use eBay again. And when I got my second version of Skeletor and the Debbie Gorgon, I didn't pay like a crap ton. It was just like double up the price a little bit, like $45. So it wasn't too crazy. All right. But I hope that's not the case with He-Man and Vecna here. I do hope at some point I can go to my local Target, get my second version of him for the channel to unbox with you guys. All right. But there you go, guys. There's a look at the He-Man Vecna 2-pack. Very cool. I mean, the small little crossover events. I think it's done now. Very cool. I love Vecna too. Vecna, like I said, has this very cool, very different, unique face sculpt right there. Very different armor with this big crab-like chest right there. This very unique like weapon here of choice. This grandfather clock as like time staff here, which I don't remember on the movie or the show. You know, spoiler alert, if you're not haven't seen Stranger Things, it's on Netflix. It's a very cool, has that 80s vibe tone to it, you know. Very unique, very cool. This is the main bad guy that was introduced in the last season. Um, and now the body itself, I'm trying to think. It well, I was about to say it kind of has that same tone as the Demogorgon, that Beastman-esque tone there of him. The color is amazing. I wish it was more translucent for Vecna, more of that see-through, plastic, giving it more of that, more orange too with the purple, giving it more of that, I don't know, that you see the essence right there, or the flame effect with the clock right there. To have that same tone with Vecna here would have been amazing, but still very cool. Of course, like all Orson's figures, you can pop the head off, you can pop it from the waist, pop it from the arms. You know, you can mix and match if you prefer the tentacles on the Mossman figure, and you can do that. You can come up with some crazy ideas for this very cool bad guy here. I got the Stranger Things logo. All right, flip back around. So look at HeMan one more time before we end the video. Okay. You got the very bright like gold belt right there for HeMan. And also, I feel like the battle axe too, if I'm looking at it correctly, maybe it's just the light on my camera. I'm getting more of a very detailed shine, or this very cool effect on my battle on my shield, my axe. It's got a very different paint tone to it. Maybe, but it might be just my camera light on the axe right there. But you can see like all the shading, the brown shading around He-Man's body, like he's been in the upside down for some time now, you know, and he's being worn down, you know, from Vecna, trying to, you know, bring Eternia back to Grayskull to Eternia, and I love it. I love it. Great, the detail in the face sculpt looks great. No problems in the eyes, perfectly done. Even I think I'm looking at it correctly. It looks like the armor itself, the whole weapons have some of the, like, in fact, metal, some kind of like very detailed paint on the figure to bring out the armor out more than the body itself. Now we look back down here. I don't see a knife included with him, but very cool, and I'm like I said, I'm very happy and very lucky to have at least one of these in my collection, and I'm looking forward to getting another one very soon, I hope, and not repeat itself and have to do months and months and months of waiting to the point where I have to go on eBay to buy another one. I hope that's not the case, and I hope that as of filming this, you were able to find at least one or two for your amazing collection. But there you go, guys. There's a look at the other half of the Masters of the Universe Stranger Things Target exclusive 2-pack. Very cool. And I think that's done. I don't think they're going to be doing other figures. I mean, they could. I don't know what, though. So only time can tell. Okay? Now, of course, you know, I like to take the time now to, of course, thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. It's been a lot of fun. And like I said, I will do, and I keep my promises, and I will do a full unboxing of this figure, or figure. I keep saying figure, it's figures, on the channel, and I do hope that you will join me for that. And hopefully by then, you will have unboxed yours as well. All right? Of course, don't forget to hit that notification bell when you know I'll upload new videos. And also let me know your thoughts and feelings of this 2-pack here. Was this, you know, did you collect, you know, both versions, the Skeletor and the He-Man version, or this was a pass for you? Let me know your thoughts and feelings. Were you able to find one yet? And your local Target? Like I said, try Target, the app, of course, and Target.com as your hopefully main means of getting this figure. And also try MattelCreations.com. Sometimes, you know, they do get a small shipment of these exclusives on their website. So always try another way to try is MattelCreations.com, because you never know, they might have this particular figure, you know, there on their website. You never know. Okay. Now, of course, like I said, don't forget to hit the notification bell when I upload new videos. And I don't know, tomorrow I don't know, I feel like, you know, picking up some random figures from Origins and just revisiting. You know, this channel's all about revisiting, relooking, you know, taking a different look and a different angle. Maybe something that we missed the first time around on the channel. So I might just pick some random figures from the Origins line. You never know. From earlier, you know, back in Series 2 or Wave 2 or Wave 3. Like I said also, if you remember early in the video, I got a new figure from my CGI line. I showed interest, and it was probably one of the last figures I needed. I still need 2 more figures, but it was my last HeMan I needed for the CGI line, and that's with Stridor. And I purchased it. I got it. It's shipping right now. Hopefully be in my hands very soon. I've got She-Ra and Ram-Man for the cartoon collection coming to the channel very soon, within a week or so. So I hope you could join me for that. And everything in between. I'm still thinking about the Thundercats, unboxing those. You know, I'm still on the fence of that. So I do hope you will join me for some, you know, some reviews, some re-reviews, some unboxings, you know. So I do hope you guys will join me for that. So I hope you guys have a great Wednesday. Let me get my skeleton back around here. All right. I hope you guys have a great Wednesday. You know, another thing real fast, too, I just noticed before we end the video, is I noticed that Skeletor is much more higher up in the packaging than He-Man. He-Man is more down. Like, if you back it up, you can see the height differences, where Skeletor is more up, you know, in the packaging, almost hitting the top of the box, where He-Man is more secured down. That's very unique. And look at the artwork right there, really fast, guys. How beautiful is that? They almost like this. It works perfectly. I love it right there. Okay, but I hope you guys, of course, have a great Wednesday, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Take care, and have a good one, everybody.